Yeah. So what? It's your boy Bitz and Bobz, and I'm back. Obviously, I'm off my sabbatical. Ollie and Man United couldn't kill me, and I'm back. Listen, I have been telling people I'm gonna rip the ends. I'm gonna start talking Scottish football. I'm gonna start talking about Scottish people. Talk about my home, Scotland. Got in a bit of beef with a few English people, but listen, I'm able to tell the story, and I'm still here today. This afternoon, just before the season kicks off, we have Forfar Athletics 8M19. Get the hashtag going, people. Trust me. Look at him. Look at me. Colgate White smile. Look at that. Beautiful boy. Andy Munro. What are we talking about? What are we saying? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, mate. Thanks for having us. How are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm very, very good. Very happy to see you, obviously. It's good to obviously be chatting to you again a few days before the season kicks off. How's pre-season been, man?
Been good. It's been tough, obviously, but it's pre-season. You didn't expect nothing less. We had a bit of a shorter pre-season than normal.
Mm-hmm.
We had a wee extra week off in the summer. Thankfully, it was deserved after the busy schedule towards the end of last season. It was good. Obviously, we played a couple of weeks, and then we went right into the games, and then right into the League Cup campaign, which was good. It's sort of like a glorified pre-season tournament for a lot of the lower league clubs, but it is good to test yourself against a few higher up in the opposition.
Good. Spoken like a true footballer. So, Andy, all the pleasantries aside, bro. Scotland, they're in the Euros. Did they do us proud? Yes or no?
I think so. I see a lot of negativity circulating towards Steve Clarke, and you've got to remember we've not qualified for a major tournament in the best part of it was 20 years, but 21 years with obviously what happened last
COVID.
year. And there's a lot of other managers who are well more seasoned than Steve Clarke who have tried and failed.
Yep.
What gives us a given right to? I see everyone circulating towards the Czech Republic game, but what gives Scotland, our nation, the given right to just expect to win that tie?
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then you had a map in your hand. We had a good def. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Croatia World Cup finalists 3 years ago played England. They obviously got to the final, and you look at the talent of the England squad, the strength and depth.
But
We've
they
actually,
didn't win it. But so these things happen.
no, granted, but we were a penalty kick away from actually winning the tournament. So for us to go down to Wembley and put up a showing that we did, it shows you how far we've come
Mm-hmm.
forward under Steve Clarke. So I think 100% so proud of how the players performed.
100%. Listen, I think we're all proud because obviously, it was a sea of blue in London. Scotland took over, standard, Tartan Army partying. I think a little magpie told me you were down there yourself, doing a bit
I,
of,
went,
bit of shopping or something. I hear you were just down for the game.
I was doing there doing a bit of sightseeing.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things. Scotland were playing that weekend. Oh, listen, I was in France '98 as a 5-year-old. My mum took me and my big sister to France '98, and then obviously to go down to London for Euro 2020. Never ever going to miss it. Me and my group of friends, we actually booked when we went 1-0 up against Serbia way back in when we qualified. So it wasn't like a
Yeah.
last minute. It was all properly booked and things like that. And you know what? It was the game. Obviously, would have been much better if we win 3 points. But you know what? I never seen so many people happy, considering the last 18 months everyone's had. Never seen
Yeah,
so many people
100%.
like being together, being so happy, enjoying themselves. I've never seen one bit of bother like England supporters, Scotland supporters, and the weekend with my friends and my family. Because again, my mum, my sister, my brother, and things like that, they were all down there too. You know what I mean? So it was just a special
Beautiful
occasion.
family, might add, people. Beautiful family, especially his mum.
It was good, man. It was really enjoyable.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Do you know what? Listen, mate. I think it put a smile on Scottish fans, Scottish people, Scottish supporters. smiles on their faces. I think that they can hold that. Listen, we know the Euros when it comes to the big competition, the big boys, the elite European teams. Everyone knows that they come to play. I mean, I think a lot of people are probably surprised of the finalists, but not as much as Italy. However, England had a nice route, but. Listen, Italy won. Congrats to them. But listen, concentrating back on your own football now. I need to ask: part-time professional footballer, how do you stay fit? Because I watch your Instagram. So either boxing, running, or grueling training sessions. So I mean, what is it? What's the secret for the youngsters coming up?
Probably mentally prepared. Let's be honest. When it's nice outside, and especially at my age and the way the world's going just now, is nobody really wants to do it. It's hard. Everyone thinks hard work's like should come easy, but sorry, it's like a special trait. Me personally, I don't think so. I think hard work's a given. Like,
Yep.
in everything I do, if you don't want to put in hard graft, you're never ever going to progress in any way of life. Never mind just football.
100%. 100%.
Or like you say, boxing and things. I just see everything I do as like a competition. I see, like, when I go back to pre-season and I see somebody fitter than me, I look across them and go, right, okay, we'll see in a week or so. Or I just wee triggers in my mind. I want to be the fittest and the best I can be. So it's mentally, you've got to be mentally prepared to put the hard graft in.
100%. 100%.
That's
So
what
Andy,
I go.
so you're saying obviously be mentally prepared. It's not a given. So basically, what you put in is what you get out. Now, obviously, with you, you've been quite successful. You've just had a new move to Forfar Athletic. Going back, how's that been for you mentally? Are you happy, comfortable, or do you think you're going back with something to prove? Hashtag AM19 people. Let's get it trending.
I think you're always trying to prove not just to yourself, but obviously there's new teammates, there's new managers. You're always trying to prove yourself. I want to prove something to myself that I'm better than what I was the last time I was there. I want to. No disrespect to the previous managers who let me go or anything like that. I'm going back to say, fuck you, basically, to say you'll never ever let me go again, basically. And that comes to, like, seriously, no disrespect at all to the previous manager. But that's just me being competitive again. I'm sort of looking at it as if to say, you can't let me go. I'll prove to you that you're wrong. Like,
okay. So you heard it there. Hashtag AM19, hard worker, lion in the camp. So Andy, I mean, listen, Scotland have had some brilliant weather recently. I can see that you're looking a bit, colourful, as they'd say. So how have you been enjoying the weather this summer?
Probably the same as everyone else. Just my mum's got a big back garden, sitting in the back garden, sitting. What can I say? Sitting in beer gardens and
Enjoying.
enjoying myself when I've had my time off. And listen, I've away from football. I've got a fantastic job. You know what I mean? I'm outside every single day. I'm in different places, sitting in the sun all day with my job. So it is good in that respect.
Brilliant. Now, okay, so season starts away to Annan on Saturday.
Yeah.
Probably one more training session before the season starts. What's the camp's mood? How are you thinking? What's the objective for the season?
It's good. We've had a good pre-season. Like I touched on earlier on, a good League Cup campaign. We actually got put out in that on. I think it was goal difference. I might be wrong, maybe by a point or so.
Okay.
But we're never. I don't think we're going to be judged on the game against Dundee, the Premiership opposition. And I think the games that will really we'd be judged on as a gauge are the game against Montrose. They're a league above us.
Yeah.
We drew 1-0 with them, 1 on penalties, and then the game against Brora Rangers, who are technically a league below us up in the Highland League. we won 1-0. I think it could have been a bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
But they're the games where you're sort of gauging it, and I think we've signed some really good players. I
Like
think
yourself.
I think we've got to be optimistic and say at minimum we've got to be in the playoff positions to try and get back up into League One.
Okay.
I
So,
think obviously League Two. Previously, League Two's maybe not been the best, but obviously with the pyramid system,
mm-hmm.
we've had teams like Cove Rangers come into it, Edinburgh City come into it, and this year you've got Celtic Hearts come into it. All of them who've got a bit of ambition to just stay in League Two. They actually want to go and progress and go actually higher up in the pyramid. So that's also making other clubs like ourselves and other clubs in League Two maybe think we maybe need to actually invest a wee bit more so we don't run the risk of clubs like Beacon and East Stirling and Berwick Rangers who have fallen into the lower league and higher league respectively.
Yeah.
So that's getting better players into the league to make it that wee bit more competitive. So I think League Two will be the strongest it's been in a very long time this season.
So that makes it better though, isn't it? Competitive, to make it more competitive. Like you said, your mentality, you want to be the best. Obviously, you're wanting Forfar to challenge for all titles, trophies, or anything that you guys are entering. So with all the other teams around you, who do you think will be given? Big up to Ryan, that's my dog, Liverpool fan. He's not up, but he's cool. With the league being so competitive now, Andy, do you feel it's very important to get a good start in the first 5 league games, to try and build momentum to hold you instead for the rest of the season?
Listen, a good start's always a massive help, but I'm not going to bet your bottom dollar on it that it's essential because I mind obviously my previous spell at Forfar, we went the first 8 games unbeaten and the best start Forfar's ever had in a league campaign ever.
Mm-hmm.
We got to February, we were 13 points good at the top of the league and we still never won the league. So this league is because it's so tight, mate. Honestly, you could start poorly and then you could come into it massively. 2-3 results changing and it just snowballs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But listen, in an ideal world, you'd win your first 5 games and you keep snowballing towards it. But we know how difficult this league is. It's no like your Premier League or your Championship where you get that wee bit more respect. It's proper. We're
In
going
your
to get
face.
we're going to get after you for the first whistle and a lot of the time in League One or League Two, maybe not so much League One, but the qualities that I think this is just my opinion with the quality is maybe with the top 4 sides. Because 9 times out of 10 they're full time in League One, the top sides. But 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, in League Two, the hardest working team can win the game. It doesn't matter who you've signed for the higher division, who's on big bucks here or big bucks there. The hardest working team 9 times out of 10 will win for me.
Okay, you heard it here first, guys. Hardest working team. So Forfar Athletic fans, let's hope and pray that Andy #AM19 can all get hard working, and hopefully you guys can win the league or reach the playoffs. Now, Andy, from being a footballer, obviously you're a working man. So, just to mix up a little bit, right now, what's your favourite song? What are you listening to? First thing you put on. Actually, do you know what? Let's flip it. When you go in the shower, he's not single, ladies, so respect yourselves. When you go in the shower, what's the first song you're putting on?
Again, it depends what mood I'm in, eh? But if I'm going out, maybe a bit of house, maybe a bit of dance. But if I'm chilling, maybe a wee bit of R&B. But if I'm in my cell, my good mood, I'll bang on a bit of Harry Styles. Like I'm no bored
Okay,
with that.
Harry Styles. Okay, Harry
Do
Styles.
not mind it.
So what? Okay, you're going into the football changing room. You're the DJ. Okay, disc jockey and that. You got the Bluetooth or you got the aux cord. What's the first song you're playing to rally up the troops?
Maybe a bit of GBX.
GBX. Okay.
There's a different mood before the game. You're trying to get yourself like you're trying to get yourself into it. But after the game, maybe some like Dave, bit of location here and there. You know what I mean?
Come on, come on, come on. All right, all right. So what you're saying to the guys and myself, Andy, is that you're into all sorts of music, but just
Yeah,
depends on the mood, yeah? Different kinds of genres.
100%. I listen to all types of music. Sometimes even like your Motown, your 80s. You know, I listen to it all. Like my Spotify's a joke, mate. Honestly.
Proclaimers somewhere in there.
Oh, yes, honestly, get yourself into my motor, lad. We'll go a drive. You'll love it.
Listen. You need to take me around Scotland, because obviously you had a little staycation with your missus,
Yeah,
checking out the sites. How was that, man?
we were quite lucky. We got the weather for the week we were away. And honestly, see some of the beaches up the north of Scotland.
Mm,
Take a picture, put it on a postcard. You could pretend it's a lie or something like that.
yeah.
It was honestly unbelievable. It was just honestly special, like very, very
Breathtaking.
nice. See, honestly, I was saying that to my missus today. Like, see if you were guaranteed the weather every year, I'd go up there every year.
Mm.
I would. It's that good. It was that nice. There's so many. Obviously, we only done it for a week, but you could spend well more time up there.
There you go, guys. Listen, sponsors. Listen, travel agents. Hashtag AM19 is telling you. Get the new staycation for 2022. Summer 22, we're going to Scotland, guys. We're going up north, all over. So, Andy, listen, we've talked a little bit football, we've talked a bit about yourself, right? Okay. Let's talk about five-a-sides, right? Now, this could be Scotland or the English Premier League. Obviously, our club are actually acting like a big club right now, signing Varane, Jadon
I know.
Sancho. Let's touch on Man United. You're a fellow Man United supporter like myself, okay? It has been painful, quite tough to watch it. Me and you exchange a few messages, half time, full time, end of the
Yeah,
week. So far, we're moving like a big club. However, I always say this about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I say this about everyone: you can still be a shit cook if you have all the ingredients. Do you get what I'm trying to
tell me
say?
about that. Tell me
Duh.
about it.
What do you think's happening with Man United right now? Do you think they're going to win the league? Do you think Ollie was worthy of his new 4-year contract because it's 3+1? What's your thoughts on Man United?
I think I think for the first time since Sir Alex Ferguson's left,
I liked how you
there's a-
corrected yourself there.
there's a bit of direction. There's a bit of direction in the way in terms of where the club actually wants to go and the way it wants to
Mm,
go. We're not just going, oh, we can get Angel Di Maria for 60 million.
yeah.
He doesn't fit what we want, but he's a player. He's a big player.
Mm,
Sign him. It, not just signing. I think there's now like a type of player that Solskjaer and the club are actually trying to identify to actually try and get back to where they should be.
mm,
I'm not saying your man Sancho will come in and he's going to make the difference, but you look at the age of him, he's 21. You know what I mean? You're going to play it right. You're going to get him for the next 10 years.
it's an upgrade on what we have. An upgrade.
100%. Varane, he's still coming to the peak of his career. Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Um, but I know they signed Cavani and he's sort of in the twilight of his career, but my God, look at him, man. He's a joke.
Listen, you're going to be like that, man. The way you're going on looking after the body, you'll be into
Eh,
yoga next. That's what the guy's doing. Look after yourself. The guy looks like Tarzan, but he's playing
eh,
like Peter Pan. Do you know what I mean?
eh. Honestly, I could watch him every day. I love see the thing about with Cavani. I love the desire that he has
Mm.
to score. I love his desire to score a goal. But and for him to be like, what is he, 34, 35?
Yeah, 35, mate. Going on 35, yeah.
You know what I mean? And let's not beat about the bush. He's not scored fucking 100 odd goals his career. He scored, you know what I mean, a few
Yeah,
hundred
yeah,
goals.
good. Yep, yep,
And,
yep.
and he's still got that raw desire to actually want to score more. And, and what I like about him also is if he misses an opportunity, a missed chances, he's always willing to put himself in that. He's always willing to put himself on the fire line again to miss another one, which
Yeah, he doesn't
I
mope,
think
does
that's
he?
I think that's a special trait, man. He'll never ever go hiding.
Agreed. So there's a question here from United Speaks, Robbie from up north. Who's the best player Andy has played with at Forfar? Dylan Easton or Jordan Allen?
None of them. None of them.
Who is the best player? Just coming back to you, Andy. Who is the best player you've played against?
Best player I played against? That's a difficult one, man. Off the top of my head, recently, I'd need to say Lee Griffiths. Just recently, I played against like a few boys down south when I was at boys club and things.
Yeah.
But that's different. I'm talking about when we're men.
Yeah, senior men football. Yeah.
I'd say Griffiths. 100% Griffiths.
I think he's Scotland's best finisher. I'll put it out there. I think he's the best finisher for Scotland, best striker. Shout out to him. And listen, I hope everything gets sorted out for him personally, and he can get back to playing football. Who is the player that you've been on the same park with and thought, wow, he's special? I know you've said Griffiths as the best player. We've understood that, but when you've been on the pitch and been like, wow, I didn't expect that. You don't have to say me. It's all right. Don't worry.
Right, okay. In regards to not expecting it.
Yes.
Graham Shinney, Aberdeen.
Graham Shinney. Okay.
You see him and you think, I'm a football player, blah, blah, but see when you play against them, see me, like, see if I'm wanting my centre midfielder, I'm wanting my centre midfielder to be energetic and legs, and he's that in abundance. He is everywhere, like, he's like the Duracell bunny. Bobz, mate, honestly, we played him at Pittodrie, right? We drew with him at Pittodrie in the cup, and I thought, they moved it a bit slow. They sort of, and obviously we got the result. But see, when we went back down to Oakleview, Stenhouse,
yeah.
Oh my God,
class just outshone.
Unbelievable, like.
It's funny you say that, isn't it? You know, when you get Graham Shinney. I actually played, I think his little brother was Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew. Andrew's in my Rangers team when we were younger, actually.
Right.
So quite good to see that he's doing well. They're both doing well now, actually. So here's the question. Gonna get a bit personal now. You're talking about training and stuff. Who's the worst trainer that you've trained with at all respectful clubs that you can be like, oh God, I can't believe I'm being paired with this guy? You know? Who's cheating? Who's cutting corners? Cutting the cones, not going around the cones?
The worst trainer. I've heard he's so different now, to be honest, compared to when I played with him. And in terms of ability, man, he's an absolute disgrace. Like, I'd go probably Alan Easton, mate.
No, are you serious? Really?
Mate, honestly, when we were at Forfar, it was like he was just
there.
You know, mate, give him the ball, like, I swear he will turn it on. Mate, he is. I look at Dylan, and he's had a few horrific injuries in his career, mate.
Yeah,
like he's done his knees a couple of times, and I honestly think the marbles at my fair. I honestly think that is one of the reasons why he's not a Premier League football player, mate. He is
okay.
Yeah, Bobz, mate, I swear, he'd keep a beach ball for you in a phone box, mate.
Yeah, first. Listen, I see. Like I told you, I'm trying to keep up with your career now, and I do like. I always see it. I think it's his cousin, the boxer. I talk to him sometimes. Jason, that's it. Jason, yeah, Jason's the team. Yeah, it's his brother. Beg your pardon. I speak to Jason around. He actually doesn't live that far away from me, and I speak to him on Instagram here and there, and he's always sharing his brother's goals. And obviously, Easton, for me, it's a Scottish name. I've known Easton to be a very common Scottish name, so obviously you can remember it. So yeah, okay, that's a good thing. Now, besides yourself, Who is the best trainer? Who is the James Milner in your eyes? That's like Mr. I am fit. I'm not gonna cheat. Lads are going out for a bevy. I'm not bevying. You know.
Top two players who spring to my mind. One was wee Murray McIntosh. He come through the ranks at Forfar. He's just signed for Beacon City there. But
Shout out to him.
Right now, the club captain at Forfar, Ross Meakin, he is a
Ross
machine.
Meakin. Talk the ting. Big up. Let's big up Ross Meakin. What's he saying
Mate,
to it?
Honestly, he's a machine.
Is he?
Oh, he's. I think I work hard and I think I'm fit, but my God, honestly, he's a freak. Like,
big up to him, man. Hopefully, what's it called? Big up to him. Hopefully, he has a good season as well. All the best to him. Now, the next question. Okay, who in your eyes is gonna do? Who's the person you're gonna be like? Look out for this person this season.
Player wise,
yeah.
In what league?
In football, not in your league of football, or even from your knowledge from Scottish football regarding any league, who do you know or has trained with or think, by the way, this guy's gonna do bits this season? You can say yourself.
Well, I'm gonna do bits for sure. Like, that's a difficult one. Putting on the spot there.
Do you know why I'm asking that? It's because obviously the Scottish leagues, besides the SPL, they have exposure. They don't have that much exposure. And when I say that, you know, you'll get the coverage from the Scottish Cups, the League Cups and stuff, but they don't really get too tough exposure. And like I've said to you, I'm going to try and start touching on Scottish football. And, you know, I want to know, like, when I hear this name, but yeah, Andy told me about him. So who are you thinking that's going to, you know, set the leagues alight?
Paul McMillan at Dundee.
Paul McMillan at Dundee. What position does he play?
Right wing.
Right wing. So was he cutting inside? Is that how you came face to face with him?
No, mate. We were doing video analysis a couple of weeks for that League Cup.
Come on, look at that, guys. Professional in that. Video analysis and that. Hashtag AM19. Get it trending.
We were doing the video analysis a couple of weeks prior to the Bora game and the Dundee game.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like everything Dundee done, they just go pop, get it wide to McMillan. And I swear, mate, it's like a rabbit caught in the headlights.
Seriously?
Mate,
wow.
Legs for days, like.
Did you get in a foot race with him? Or were you smart enough just to drop deep?
I'm still busy, lad.
Oh no, that's brilliant, man. That's a brilliant insight. So Andy, you know, obviously, I told you we're gonna mix it up. You know, now that I'm back doing this broadcasting stuff for YouTube. So food-wise, you know, I see everyone keto, intermittent fasting. You know, I used to do the boot camps and stuff. So what's your diet like? What are we eating? What are we eating?
Honestly, mate,
nothing.
Mate, I'm honestly chicken and rice like for days. Pasta.
Chicken and rice.
That's it. Chicken,
bro,
pasta.
You can come to my house anytime you want, bro. That's what's always on every day.
My cheat like is a nice wee place in the corner, right at Cheshire. It's a plus, mate.
All right, okay. I know where you are.
Bobby, mate, honestly, the pizzas are heady dominoes in that.
People just know if a Scottish man puts his hand up like this when they're talking about food.
Hey, up,
oh, that's brilliant, man, Andy. Right, Andy, I've got to ask you about the next generation of talent in professional football. Mbappe didn't have the best Euro tournament, but I think he'll come back good anyway. Erling Haaland wasn't. Norway weren't in it. You know, everyone says Messi or Ronaldo and why. So I'm going to flip it up. Mbappe or Haaland and why?
Mbappe or Haaland.
And why?
I don't know, mate. I just think they're two different players there.
Okay, that's a good, honest answer, but I'm asking you to pick, so you need to pick.
I'm going to go Haaland,
Why?
I just think he's got more to his game.
Okay. Now I'm going to be devil's advocate. Okay, you say he's got more to his game. Some may say he's just a speed merchant. Some may say that he just runs through the middle and takes everything out,
No,
like William Wallace.
he can do it all, mate.
100%. I
He's,
think because he's a striker, isn't he? Mbappe's not really a striker.
I'm saying Haaland because Mbappe, for me, he's not like a proper number 9, eh?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Like
I agree with that.
like I would say Haaland's like a proper number 9. He like a proper old school number 9. He can run. He can bang himself about. He can link it. He can run the channel. You know, I think he's just got that more to him. But I'm not too sure if Mbappe can play his back to goal.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. I think yeah. If you take Mbappe's pace away from him, I don't think he has that much to add to the game. People might look at me like you're talking rubbish, but if we're being serious on a big man thing, take Mbappe's pace away from him. What's he doing?
I think I've been a bit harsh towards him there. Eh?
But okay, he uses his pace all the time. Can you say Mbappe is an amazing dribbler? Does that come to mind? He's an amazing dribbler. Yes or no?
No.
That's all, Andy. That's all. No. Yes or no?
No. Because what you're saying, like, if he stands anybody up 1-on-1 over the distance, he's so sharp, mate.
Yeah. True.
He's so sharp, mate. He'll stand anybody up, and it doesn't need to be step up. He can drop a shoulder and go one way. He can drop a shoulder and go the other way. You know what I mean? He's that sharp. Yeah. He didn't actually know what he's going to do. I think just to say it, I think to say that he's rapid and that's all he's bringing to the table is a bit harsh. Like,
the reason I'm saying that is to play devil's advocate because I obviously watch a lot of podcasts and stuff, and I see what people say, and I always look for people's reactions when people say something. So I loved your reaction because it was honest and genuine. I've said that to a few people, and they've been like, yeah, and I'm thinking, do you watch Mbappe? For me to just say, oh, he's a speed merchant, because we all know he's not a speed merchant. Listen, like you said, if you face him up, you're in trouble. Right, left foot, whatever, yes, he's not I wouldn't say he's top 3 dribblers, but he can dribble. If he comes at you, you're in trouble. So no, of course. And obviously, okay, the Euros wasn't the best advert for his finishing, but we know how many goals he can score. The Haaland thing, listen, I think this guy is literally flipping Drago in football boots, mate. I just look at him thinking, boy, like, if I'm your partner, I'm like, Andy, you take him. I'll sit
I actually like listening to Haaland speak.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think he gives. I don't think he gives you the 3 points a day. Boys are great.
Yeah.
He's having himself like there's I like the arrogance about him.
Well, if you think about it, Andy, remember he scored. I think he scored a double the day after Mbappe scored a hat trick and something. And they said, "Oh, 2 great goals," and he's like, "Yeah, Mbappe scored 3, so I felt a bit motivated." I love that. Do you know what I mean?
100, mate. Like there's an arrogance there that for him to say. I think he's got a set in his a mindset where he's going to say, "I want to be the best in the world."
Yep.
And I didn't think he's going to stop until he's there. Like,
I think he'll definitely get there, though. I think he'll definitely get there. I think if he, it's up to him. I'm hearing reports that he's going to Chelsea. It's up to him. I think he can pick anywhere he wants. I think if he goes to Chelsea, establish himself more for 3 more years, then he'll probably get the big move to either Barca or Real Madrid, respectively. He's going to kill it. And the scary thing is, he's only 21, I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is scary, mate. Like
there's only I seen it yesterday. There's only one player across the 5 top leagues in Europe who scored more goals than him since he signed for Dortmund, and that's Lewandowski.
Jeez,
you know what I mean. So Ronaldo's. What you say they were Haaland and Ronaldo were on 57 each or 54.
Yeah,
and Lewandowski was in the 70s. But you look at the last couple of seasons. Lewandowski's had, man, he's a joke. He for me, I know he's just won the Ballon d'Or and things, but it's a shame where because of Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's probably not had the
appreciation.
Reserves. And even now, your Haaland's probably still more speculated on. Like, he's getting more press, he's getting more like quotes, than Lewandowski, and Lewandowski might be thinking, what more can I do? Like, I've won it all with Bayern, I've just won the Ballon d'Or, like.
It's scary, bro. It's scary. I think we've been. Do you know what, Andy? We've been blessed, and the youngsters will never know because they look at stats and GXG, whatever. Like me and you were just like we looked at the game, the eye test. We looked at, you could be a top striker, but did you score? Yes or no? No. Ah, well then, you're only as good as your last game. And I think we've been blessed with so many personalities and talents. We can start from Zlatan, Ronaldo. God, you're even old enough to remember Maldini. So, do you know what I mean? Like, we've went through loads of generations of talents, Ronaldinho, the Decos, Xavi, Iniesta, and then obviously Messi, Ronaldo back and forth. And I think to myself, the youngsters are probably just going to look at football as an athlete game because I feel like all the people with personalities, flair, are getting rubbed out or they're getting made to play wide. We're all looking at the industrial Mason Mount kind of player, Jordan Henderson kind of player. Well, no disrespect to them, great footballers, Champions League winners, and so on. However, you know, I remember watching flipping out Anderson from Man United in the Golden Boy area where he was just rinsing people. Do you know what I mean? Like, had a bit of personality. The last question, because we're coming to the end.
No, no worries, mate. I'm on. It's fine.
Are you sure? Because I know you're a busy guy, my
Fine,
friend.
mate. Honestly, it's fine.
Okay, second last question. Okay, I've got to ask. Obviously, me and you don't personally really care if England win. It is what it is. I think everyone knows that their media is the problem, not the actual team. And I like the team. Obviously, I've got my background with England and stuff, but I've lived in Scotland longer, so this is my home. I think I can relate to the team because the team represents the UK more or England more. It's they're fighting for the pride. Sorry, the pride. They're priding for equality, whether it's race, sexuality, gender, and everything like that. And I think you look at the team. You see, there's Irish descent, there's African, Caribbean, English as well. When they lost and the racism all happened, okay, were you surprised?
No.
Why were you not surprised? Because I've put my 2 cents in on this.
No,
And
not in the slightest. I just think, obviously, especially not even just the last year, mate. Since Twitter and Instagram, they're probably the two main two because not very many football players would go on like Facebook. You can
yeah.
you can sort of keep that private to you if you want. You can do that with your Instagram and your Twitter also, but these big athletes have got, it's all open for everybody. But since these two have really, since your Twitter and your Instagram, for me,
Yeah.
I just think it's a platform. You know what I mean? You get gone are the days serious consequences. That like I seen a quote that I did there, and by the way, I'm no saying that's the right way to deal with this, but social media has given people that like sense of freedom to say something and a slap in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I think the social media. I think social media is a platform for racism. I do, mate. Like if I don't really want to go into it too much here, mate, but if I go onto Instagram right now and tweet, no, sorry, because I'm not on Twitter because I can't deal with it. If I put anything on Instagram about COVID-19, there's right away there's a toolbar at the bottom.
Yeah.
This is wrong, blah blah. Well, how can these social media platforms know notice a racist message to one of these players, or it's not even just a racist message, it's just a derogatory message to anybody.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
How
100%.
can they not? How can they not notice that and just go, "Come on, we'll remove that"?
Do you know what I think, mate? Just to conclude this chat, because the idiots, they don't deserve time, space, or
No,
breath, whatever. I think it's not important because it makes the money, the interaction, the clicks. Someone could
mate,
send me monkey emojis. You
mate, I
know,
was, I was thinking about this driving home, and obviously knowing it was coming on. You know why I think so. Your Instagrams and your Twitters probably didn't want to do that because see on the headline on Sky News or BBC News or that. See if they didn't take it away and nobody speaks about it. Who's going to go? Who's going to know there was an incident on
exactly,
Instagram? It's all
exactly.
it's money, man, eh? But it's still not right, and they still shouldn't get the they still shouldn't get the time of day.
No, they
But
shouldn't, mate. They shouldn't. And for me, the way I'll wrap up is this: um, just take away the emojis. Simple as that. Take away emojis. We grew up in 3310 Nokia.
yeah,
You don't need the emojis, mate. And also give zero tolerance. But no, I just wanted to quickly touch base on that because obviously you are one of my guys, and I hate the word. I hate when they say all white people are racist, and I'm a very advocate of saying no, they're not. You know, I've grew up with many, many white males from where we grew up from, where people can say, "Oh, deprived and that," but actually, no, we're probably some of the most mannered guys growing up. So, my last question. This is going to be my theme with everyone that I get on. Five-a-side team, Scotland only. Okay, and you can pick boys. You have. So basically, what I want you to do, Andy, is name a five-side team, boys you've played with, okay, or played against, and it can only be Scotland, Scottish
well,
related. The individual may not be Scottish, but they have to be have played in the
in
Scottish League
Scotland,
against
okay.
yourself. Who are we saying goalkeeper first of all?
You know what? You know what, mate? I'm gonna make it a lower league team
Go
because
for that. I like it. Ripping the flag. Ripping the
I
flag.
I could easily say, oh, this guy because he was at Rangers, this guy was at Celtic, Hibs, Hearts. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go on goals.
So
Matt
Andy, this is
McCallum,
your lower league five-a-side
five-a-side
team.
team.
Got you.
I'd go on goals. Matt McCallum, our goalkeeper at Forfar now.
Okay.
He's a joke, mate. He's honestly, he's a joke. He's a money cunt, but he's a joke, mate. He's
They
good.
mostly are keepers, to be honest.
Oh, they're all deluded, man. Um, I'll go my I'll go with two centre halves I've played with, and I've learnt a lot for. I'm not putting myself in it. I'm not good enough to play in this team.
Very modest
Um,
man.
I'm
Modest
going to
man.
go. I'm going to go Stuart Malcolm,
Okay.
one centre half, and Tam O'Brien another because he can do a bit of both. Stuart
Got you.
Malcolm is Forfar, Stenhouse, you know that. Tam O'Brien, Cowden Beef, played with him at Forfar, and then he's now at Arbroath in the Championship.
Okay.
Uh,
They're doing all right, actually. Shout out Arbroath. I know two players from Arbroath. One is Mikey McKenna, and I don't know if he's still their captain, Mark
Watley,
Watley. Yeah,
Watley's
Mark
away
Watley.
to Watley's away to Montrose now.
Are you serious? Oh wow. Long story short, mate. Me and Mark Watley played at Reef Rovers.
I mind speaking to you about that. And Watley, Watley's a great guy, man, fantastic
Oh,
captain.
oh, mate, great, quiet man. Well, I don't know if he's quiet now, but just gets about his business. He's a nice guy. Listen, nice guy. But listen, back to you. So we've got the goalkeeper, we've got the two centre halves.
I'm gonna put my man David Gold in it. Goldie.
Goldie, okay.
He's legs, but one thing about Gold, I think he's massively underrated as an actual football player himself.
Okay.
Um,
Shout out Goldie. I've not met him. Well, I've met him once because he got his, I think it's Golden Grey Football Academy or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Shameless plug for his academy, but yeah, we'll get out there. Okay. And finally,
You know what? This is probably one of the tougher ones. Who am I banging up there to score my goals?
Mm.
Um,
To help you think about it, who's gave you trouble? Who's made you think, God? Who's
every every centre forward I play against. um,
This is a disclaimer. Andrew Munro is a great defender, just for the record, guys. Just for the record.
Centre forward. You know what? I'll go with.
Your man Cummins, no?
Nah, fuck him, man. Give me problems. You know what? You know what? He's no naturally a centre forward, but he can play up there. That probably goes far as saying he's the best player I've played with in the lower leagues.
Okay.
Gavin Swanky.
Okay.
Honestly, mate, he is a joke.
We're a capital J, yeah?
Unbelievable, mate. He's one of the football players who I don't think I've ever seen him sweat. I don't think I've ever seen him sprint. He's just always got time on a football.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So just to round it up for the people watching, Andy, from the goalkeeper to your centre forward.
I'm going to go Mark McCallum in goals.
Mark McCallum in goals, guys.
Stuart Malcolm, defence.
Stuart Malcolm.
Sam O'Brien, midfield defence.
Yep.
David Gold, just doing what Goldie does. And then Gavin Swanky.
And are you winning the Power League? What are we saying? Are we going worldwide? Or are you for the nation?
Mate, we'd win the Power League, no bother. I wonder we get the Power League with my big brother Ben. Mate. He's got 2 left feet, so.
Listen. Just a little plug. Shout out to Ben, obviously Munro's Roofing Company. If you've got a problem with your roof, speak to the Munro Roofing Company. Listen, big up to a great guy. I love your brother. He's happy as well. It's funny. He's his missus. I grew up with her. Literally, it's a small world, Edinburgh. But listen, Adi, thank you so much, man. This is brilliant. This has been perfect. You're a natural. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're a natural, mate. I wish you all the best. Literally, I wish you have a strong season, free of injury. Guys, that's been Bits and Bobz meets Forfar Athletics finest. Hashtag AM19 Andy Munro. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love to you all. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.